everybody. So I thought that I'd start out this video with just kind of an overview of the tools that I use. So this is just a Canson watercolor paper. It's kind of a student grade paper. You can get it at Michael's. It's relatively inexpensive, which is great. Then I have all my paints here. These are professional grade paints. I like to use a combination of brands. It really all depends on the color. If I like the color, then I buy it. But the main ones here are Holbein, Winsor Newton, and Schmincke. And then I have my brushes. And my main brush that I use here is a Princeton Neptune and a Robert Simmons White Sable. And then these flat brushes here, these are also Princeton Neptune. So that's all of my art supplies. And then I have my spiritual tools that I like to keep handy. And that's my crystals. That I'm surrounded by crystals here. You can't see, but they're all around me. I like to use essential oils when I'm working. I will use them on me, but I will also, when the piece is done, use them on the piece. This one is a blend that I made. It's lavender, spearmint, and I think a little bit of bergamot. And so what I like about this one is that it's a calming scent, but it's also uplifting. And so it helps me to kind of get into that meditative space, but also to be creative at the same time. So that goes over there. What else? Oh, here's my water bowl. And I like to charge and clear my water with obsidian. It's a great stone for clearing negative energy. And I also like to charge my brushes on crystals. So this one here is celestite. And these are all things that I do to make my art practice more sacred, to bring more meaning to my work, to help me to connect more fully with my work. It helps me to get into more of a meditative state. It helps me to connect to my intuition. There are so many things that having these things around me remind me of why I'm here, why I'm doing this process, and just help me along my way. So I may, while I'm working, grab my crystal and hold on to it. Just the subtle energy and vibration that comes out of it, I find helpful. This is citrine, so this is a good kind of solar plexus stone. It is good for self-worth and self-esteem, self-love. Amethyst is great for your intuition, connecting to your upper chakras. So they all have different meanings. If you're not really into getting into all the meanings, what I tend to do is, I'll grab a stone and I'll hold it and I'll just try to feel like what it is I need from the stone. So there are no rules really. It's all personal practice. This is rose quartz. It's a very calming stone. It's for the heart, love. So this is a really great stone to work with as well. Okay. Oh, I also have my singing bowl. You guys have seen me use my singing bowl. This is for clearing energy. It is for getting your energy to be vibrating at a really healing level. I love my singing bowl. I have a few of them. It'll center you right up. It will help to remove any blocks that you're having. It's just such a peaceful tool to have in your arsenal. I love this. Love my bowls. So, and I understand that you can't have all this stuff or you don't know where to get it. So whatever it is that you have that you can use, that's great. If you don't have any of these things, that's okay too. They're just things that help you along your way, but really the most important thing is having you show up to the process and having you connect to your inner guidance. So I was thinking that today, in starting out, instead of doing a big circle, if that's too intimidating for you, especially if you're a beginner, I thought maybe we would do some little circles to start and then focus on a bigger one. So I'm going to begin. If you have a flat brush, these are great for doing circles, especially smaller circles, because load up my brush here. Because when you put them down, it's just easy to make a round shape with them. You just twist it around and then you have a round shape. So then you have that, and then use a lot of round brushes. I primarily use round brushes. You can grab another color. And we can just go in here and drop some color in. Just like that. And then maybe you want to add another color to it. And we'll go up here and I'm going to grab some Payne's Gray and I'm just going to drip in some color. And leave it. So it can be that simple. So let's just leave that and let it dry. Let's try another one. I'm just going to stick with the round brush, and I'm just going to make a little circle, work with the same colors. And just spiral. There you go. If you wanted to add the dark color, you can. I'm just going to drip it in. Just touch it. I have a lot of water in my brush, so that makes it easier. And there we go. Let's try another one. Let's do a turquoise color. I've been seeing some of your work and I love it all. And I saw some really cool tranquil colored ones that I thought were so calming and peaceful. So just lay that down, and I'm just going to go around the outside of it with just some water and leave it. And then I'll take some green and I'm going to go into the center and just drip it. See that? Just like that. And maybe I'll grab some blue, like a ultramarine blue. And I'm going to drip that. As I'm going around the spiral. Okay, so these can be really, really simple, and then you can expand on them. You can make them bigger. The cool thing is what happens when they start to dry. Like they'll look one way while they're wet, and then they'll dry in some really cool ways. Some other things to consider while you're working is the direction you're working in. If you're working in a clockwise direction, you're expanding your energy. And if you're working counterclockwise, you're going within, you're reducing. So that can make a big difference on your practice. Say you have a lot of anxiety. A lot of people have a lot of anxiety right now. A great technique would be to work on your circle in a clockwise position. So you're just working, here we'll do one. Let's get some turquoise. It's very calming. and counterclockwise. You can play really soft music and get into a meditative state. This doesn't have to end up being pretty. It doesn't have to end up being anything. I'm going to take the color out of my brush, but my brush still has a lot of water in it, and I'm just going to go over this in that same counterclockwise position, reducing, reducing, reducing. You can have a mantra that you say when you do this. So in this case, grab a little bit of green and counterclockwise, I am calm, I am at peace, I am safe, and what you're doing with this process is you're kind of imbuing that peaceful energy into your circle. Let's do that some more. Just got to put a little bit more paint on my brush, a little bit, I think it's a little darker. Deep breath in, release, counterclockwise to reduce the energy. I am calm, I am peaceful, I am safe. And I just took the paint off of my brush. Go back. I am calm, I am peaceful, I am safe. You can grab a paper towel and just pull some of that water off of your brush. Go back and it'll pull up some of the paint. And this is kind of nice because then you can go back over it with more stuff. So added water, go around the edges. Come in with a brighter green. I am calm, I am peaceful, I am safe. And then this piece has now your energy in it. So it has this peaceful energy in it. You can then maybe grab a little pencil and write. I am calm. I am peaceful. I am safe. You can repeat it all the way around if you want. You can spiral it in after it dries. There's no rules, whatever you need to do. And then you can cut out this piece. And you can put it next to your bed. You can put it under your pillow. You can keep it on the couch next to you while you're watching TV. Whatever you need from it, you can get. Maybe after it's dry, I may put some crystals on it to charge it with even more energy. I like to take my singing bowl, put my singing bowl on top of things and clear them, give them really good energy. So it's totally up to you. Again, if you don't have any of those things, just the relationship of you, your tools, your materials, your paint, the art, that's really all the good energy that you need. So that's one way to do all this. So let's go ahead and make a bigger piece. Okay, so for the purpose of this video, I'm really going to keep it to a simple circle shape. I want this to be something that everybody can do. You don't have to be an artist. Hopefully you have some art supplies around the house for your kids. It doesn't matter. And I just want to make this really accessible for everybody. Okay. One other thing that I didn't mention before is if you have gold or an iridescent metallic, you can use that in the process as well. But I'm not going to use it on this one because I realize that not everybody has all these supplies. Okay. Just going to use my round brush. Start. I'm going to use the same mantra in this one. Some mantras that you can use are I am healthy, I am protected, I am loved, I have everything I need is within me, everything is going to be okay, I can do this. There's a lot of different really simple mantras that you can just keep repeating to yourself through this time. Everything is going to be okay is a great one. I have everything I need is a great one. For this, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to reduce energy. Start off with some of the turquoise. Slide this down. I think this will probably be in those blue tones and the greens. I say probably because I don't have a plan. I have nothing in mind of what I want this to look like except for the fact that I'm going to use maybe some blues and greens. Whatever ends up having to come out, just let it come out. If you're painting and you see something in your mind's eye, or you hear a color or see a color or anything like that, grab it and use it because that's your intuition telling you what you need. Okay. I am calm. I am peaceful. I am so safe and protected. And there's also no rules as to what you're saying. You can change it up. You can just talk to your piece. I find myself doing that a lot. I will ask it what it needs, which in essence I'm asking myself what I need. Just a way to bring some magic into your life. This process, it's a very deep and meaningful and magical process. I have everything I need. I am protected. I am safe within these walls. My family is safe. Nothing can penetrate our bond. Remember to keep taking deep breaths throughout this. Deep, deep breaths. What do I need? What do I need? heart is calm. My heart is at peace. Just going to drip in some color. Just load up your brush with a lot of water and pigment. And you can just go around, just dot in color. Doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be anything. And I just took everything off my brush and I loaded it up with water. I'm just going to kind of kiss the side of my circle. All the way around. See how it bleeds out? I'm going to just get a little bit more of the turquoise. Just going to drip it in along that outside edge. Okay, and I think that's it. And I'm going to go ahead and write on it. Calm. I am peaceful. I am safe. I have everything I need. I am protected. And it doesn't just have to have mantras on it, it can have whatever you need it to say. You can put the things you're grateful for. That's very powerful. You know, especially during times like this, to really review all the things that you have and that you're grateful for is a good way to really center yourself and to remind yourself of how whole you are, just as you are. I'm grateful. For all things. Protect it. I am loved. Okay. It's just with pencil. Doesn't have to be calligraphy. It doesn't have to look good. You can write it out. You can use cursive. However you want it to be is fine. You can see how this is drying in these really cool ways. So simple. You know, I didn't try to paint flowers on it. I didn't try to do anything fancy. Just kept it really, really simple and sweet. And then I'll wait for it to dry and I'll actually put crystals on it, but for now I can put crystals around it. I have a bunch of quartz. So quartz amplifies, so maybe we shouldn't use quartz. Let's use some softer stones. See what I have. If that's all you have is quartz, that's okay. I have rose quartz. I have plenty of amethyst. Point them this way to reduce. Also have moonstone. Love moonstone. Okay. So there we go. And I'll just let it sit here. And then I will cut it out and I will put it somewhere in the house as a reminder. So I hope that you really love this process. I would love, love, love to see your circles. Please hashtag make art a sacred practice. And I'll be sure to see them then. And just be well, my friends, be well.